Well, Ian, more good news to start the January transfer window. You said you'd be active, and you have been. Marlon Fossey in today. Another good move?
Yeah, obviously we've Geffen missing for so long. We've had a huge deficiency in the squad all over really, and we've relied heavily on some younger players that have done fantastically well when they've been called upon, but aren't ready to play week in week out. So we need to strengthen in that area, especially while Geffen's recovering. Geffen's doing well, which is pleasing, but Marlon gives us a real competitive edge in that position now.
Yeah, someone not played an awful lot of first team football, but still quite an impressive pedigree, and obviously come through the ranks at Fulham. It wouldn't be a bad player. Youth international with America and a little bit of League One experience at Shrewsbury Town.
He's a player that we've had an eye on for a while. He's a player that fits the way we play. His athletic profile is fantastic. He's good in possession. Everything we require from our fullbacks really. He's had a great pedigree, a good background, fantastic attitude. So we're looking forward to working with him.
And with Marlon in the building and Dion in the building on New Year's Day already, it looks as a stronger squad straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah, and obviously people are returning all the time. So we're looking. He already are picking the team and the bench for tomorrow night, and it all of a sudden looks a lot more competitive and stronger than what it has been. We're not in 100% condition yet, but that will come pretty quickly. More bodies to come hopefully this week at some stage. And people returning from injury all the time, so things are looking a lot brighter.
Yes, unfortunately no Kieran back, but we've seen MJ on the training ground today, which again is another positive sign, isn't it? Yeah,
MJ trained really well today. He was one of the lucky ones that didn't have any symptoms, so he's not really been affected, especially his breathing, which is good. Kieran's still suffering with COVID. He's still testing positive, still having breathing difficulties, so we're looking for him to recover as soon as we can. We're a bit light still in the midfield area, but other than that we're looking strong everywhere else.
And those lads that played on Saturday and played well, albeit the result, how are they feeling? Because they've come back quite quickly, as you said before, from quite a lengthy spell out.
Yeah, they did great on Saturday in terms of their work ethic. Out of possession we certainly didn't have any passengers, they all worked the socks off. I thought in possession we could have been better, but that again will come with training time and sharpness. We've lost a bit of that with having time off and closing lost stock, etc. But that will come back pretty quickly. We know we can be better, but it just shows you that we were still competitive against the league's best team at the moment. Lots more to come.
You will have some training time, but first an important game tomorrow night up at Hartlepool in the Papa John's Trophy. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's another game, a competitive game, and we want to try and win. As I said, any player that can get to Wembley, regardless of competition, is fantastic achievement for anybody and something you remember for the rest of your life. So hopefully we can give our fans something to sing about and get another step towards that Wembley final.
You've certainly addressed this competition properly, if I can use that word, all throughout the group stages. 100% record, and it got through against Fleetwood. Picked good sides. I presume that's a sort of train of thought going up to Hartlepool again tomorrow night.
We'll be picking a stronger team as we possibly can. There's no doubt about that. Obviously people have been suffering from stiffness from Saturday, and we'll see how they are, but availability wise we'll be picking a full strength team to try and win the game as best we can.
League One, the priority of course, and we've got a lot of games, and I know you're very optimistic about what we can still do in the league, but this is a nice thing to go in tandem, isn't it? If we can keep advancing, the quarter-finals will be next up, and who knows?
Winning's a habit. It's something that once you get wins under the belt you can build momentum. We're looking to build momentum in the league, of course, and achieve something like we did last season. I still think there's lots to play for in the league. I don't think there's any real outstanding team. I think we can take points off everybody, providing we look after ourselves and perform the right way. But for now it's about going to Hartlepool tomorrow and putting on a good show, good performance, and hopefully getting through to the next round.
A little bit of paperwork to be done, I believe, before Dion can play or possibly play, but he's been in training a couple of days now. You're pleased with how he's settling in, and I know he's going to bring a lot to the party, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so, and he's a fantastic lad and character first and foremost, but he has the right attributes to be a big force for us in this division. We have to be slightly cautious with him. He hasn't played too much of late, so the last thing we want to do is overwork him and break him down. A little bit of patience for a couple of weeks, but it'd be worth the wait.
Just lastly, I know it's about results, of course, but it feels a positive start to the new year, and if you could get a win up at Hartlepool, that would really just emphasise that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think Saturday was a moral victory, and to be honest, we've had too many of those this season, moral victories. Saturday felt like one because of what we've been through Having said that, if you take all those out the equation, you know, the COVID, the injuries, lack of training time, when you actually look back at the game, we should have got something out of the game, and I think their manager agreed to that after the game. So that's disappointment, but we need to put that right tomorrow night.